Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Benjamin Brown, and I feel really led to talk to you about something. I'm going to talk to you about integrity. And just for a few moments, I'm sure you got five minutes. And with this subject of integrity, people will sometimes kind of change their attitude and their value of the importance of integrity based on the circumstances. Sometimes people will throw away integrity because they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. They will cover things up so they don't have to face a bitter truth at the moment. They want to fess up later on when it's a little more convenient, or they will come up with a reason to stop from making somebody else go through an uncomfortable situation. I'm going to talk to you about a friend who, a few years ago, wanted to help a friend out of a terrible situation. A friend of mine, she received a telephone call. A friend asked her to please meet her at a particular intersection. And she asked, why? What's going on? And this guy asked this girl that I know to just come and he'll explain everything once she gets to this intersection. And the intersection was close to her home. So she drove to the location. And as she got there, the friend asked her to help him out. He had a suspended license and was driving around and got into an accident at this intersection. And he said, hey, because this is my third time driving without a license and driving on a suspended license, I'm going to go to jail. If the police come and see me behind the wheel, I'm in trouble. I've talked to the people that I had the accident with. They've agreed to say if it's okay with you to take the fall for this. They agreed to say that you were the driver. And my friend was like, wait a minute, why would I do that? And he says, you're really helping me out. I'm going to be locked up. I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to lose my job. And he gave his story of woe and said, whatever the damage, it's not serious damage, but the small damage that's happened to this car, I will absolutely take all responsibility. I'll pay for that. And I'll give you a little extra money for the inconvenience. I really need your help. I'm going to be in trouble and the police are going to be here. And she begrudgingly agreed to it. So everybody was on board. So my friend sat behind the wheel. The police showed up. They took the report, and the friend, he said, oh, yeah, she was driving. It was just totally an accident. And so everything was set because of my friend's lack of integrity. She agreed to something and didn't know what she was getting involved in. This friend who said that he would pay for all the damages and give her some money besides that, he left the country. The people who agreed to the accident to say that she was a driver, they suddenly realized that their necks were hurting and their backs were hurting. And not only did my friend have to pay for all the damage to the vehicle, she also had to pay the medical bill, everything that wasn't covered by her car insurance, and it wound up costing her tens of thousands of dollars. Her moment of not having integrity and discernment cost her so much. It's really important. If there's someone who doesn't do the due diligence and take care of their personal issues, driving without a license, getting that taken care of, paying the fines of other times without driving and taking care of things, and paying the fines and letting things mount up, that lets you know that the person doesn't have a lot of integrity right from the beginning. The Bible tells a story about 5 wise virgins and 5 foolish virgins. These virgins were preparing for their wedding, and 5 of the young ladies who were preparing to get married had plenty of oil to last until the time when they received the call that it's time to go to the wedding. The foolish girls, they slacked off. They didn't have what they needed, and their lamps were running out of light because they were running out of oil. And they told the wise girls, they said, "Oh, let us get some of your oil so we won't be stuck in the dark." The wise women, they said, "No, because we won't have enough oil for ourselves. So we're not going to do that." And they begged and pleaded. And the Lord definitely tells us to be people of grace, of mercy, of sharing. But you are not to give of what God blessed you with and what you've worked hard for and that things that you need. The wise women, they knew they needed the oil. And the other women had to fend for themselves. And they wound up being locked out and missing the wedding. And the same thing, if there are people who are foolish, just like that particular gentleman who persuaded my friend to take care of his responsibility because he was doing something that he shouldn't have done, driving without a license and the mounted up fines and all those things. He was someone who had a sin that he had to take care of. But instead, he coaxed an innocent person into taking care of things that he was responsible for. Be wise. You can be generous, you can be giving, but don't put yourself in terrible straits to help someone who is irresponsible. And have integrity to take that wheel. When my friend got behind that wheel, she wasn't being a person of integrity in the situation, and it cost her a lot. God bless you. You have a great one, and let God guide you and direct you, and let the Lord be the Lord of your life. He'll give you wisdom to avoid tragic, foolish things. God bless you.